Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Spicy and Dicey, sponsored by Flaming Asshole, the number one drink inside of South Mala. If you want a drink that's spicy and dicey, drink a Flaming Asshole. Hot as can be and as good as can be for a summertime treat. Flaming Asshole. Now, we're going to be moving on to tonight's game. I hope you guys are all ready and enjoy yourself. Thank you last week for SoCal D&D for inviting us to Dungeon Palooza in Los Angeles, California. We appreciate you guys being there. And let's start tonight's game. Everybody?
I came here with a broken heart that no one else could see. I drew a smile on my face till they were over me. The wounds heal and tears dry and cracks they don't show. So don't be too hard on yourself, no.
Let's go back to simplicity. I feel like I've been missing me. Was not who I'm supposed to be. I felt this darkness over me. We all get there eventually. I never knew where I belonged. I was right and you were wrong. Been telling myself all along. Don't be so hard on yourself, no. Learn to forgive, learn to let go. And everyone trips, everyone falls. So don't be so hard on yourself, no. Cause I'm tired of marching on my own. Kinda frail, I feel it in my bones. Oh, let my heart turn into stone. So don't be so hard on yourself, no. I'm standing on top of the world, right where I wanna be. So how can this dark cloud keep raining on me? But heartbreaks and how's a place that everyone goes. So don't be so hard on yourself, no.
Hey everybody, it's me, the viewer. Now let's get spicy and dicey. Huzzah!
Yeah. 真夜中のもしもしどういう意味わかんないそれでもどうだ Yeah いつも恋人惚れをして今夜好きが好きだけわかってるのに相手をさえ君に魅了された今回が最後だって何度も言ったのに You turn me on like a light switch 君が近づいてきた瞬間もう抵抗したくない欲望がさって It's like you turn me on like a light switch 君が近づいてきた
Last week on Spicy and Dicey, the Misfits of Mala headed back to South Harmony, but Set and Cyrus almost got into a fight on the ship deck over Picasso, revealing too much information about Set's past. Hallman also wanted to know a little bit more about Set's past, but Cyrus stopped another fight between them as he let him take Picasso back to his room so Set could question Picasso to himself. Wendelin had an encounter with Lucifer inside of her room as he wanted to get to know her and why she shouldn't trust the Allfather. Pippa had a similar sentiment and questioned Wendelin herself before heading to breakfast. Wendelin said that she had no intention of hurting the team. Amalia then took some food up to the deck to feed Cerberus, apparently, while Set then prepared to question Picasso in his room, feeding him the pancakes and jam after he got what he needed out of his logbook information. Sakura, however, wanting to get away from the drama, went to the kitchen and had a moment with Darwin, where she accidentally teleported him out of the room and ripped off his little foreskin. Now, what will happen this week on?
I'm not liking this story. They don't seem to praise the All-Father. Why not? I hear he is super cool, and definitely not a dick.
I'm like 50% sure you are the All-Father, man. I need to know. I mean, I've said some mess of stuff on here. Please don't judge me too hard. Even for when I left early to go buy more jam, I think Darwin was onto something. Now let's play.
All right, everybody, welcome back to this week's episode of Spicy and Dicey. We appreciate you being here, and we're going to continue right where we left off last time. In the lower decks of the ship, we had left Picasso and Cyrus and Set inside of Set's room. And we had left Wendelin at the dining room table with Blink or Sonic, the Blink dog, who was kind of licking at your face, Wendolyn, as Cyrus and Set were seemingly having a conversation in the room behind you. Sakura, you were in your room, or kind of went back towards, I believe, your area of your room. Sakura and Riz had also gone down the hallway back to his room, which currently is Hallman's also sleeping quarters. But you guys kind of told him to go there. Hallman, you were still on the top deck of the
Hold
ship.
on, who the fuck is in my room? who
Riz,
the fuck let him get in my room? First thing
So,
I do,
Hallman-
I toss his ass in the hallway. No,
Well,
I board it up.
Hallman, you are currently on the upper deck of the ship because when you were watching Set and Cyrus kind of get into a confrontation at the end of their encounter with Picasso, Set seemingly got a little uppity or defensive, or perhaps Set, you were just trying to protect a secret of some sort. And Hallman, you didn't really like that as well. Picasso kind of called him out on it, and Cyrus kind of calmed you down, Hallman. You kind of stormed off and took a seat down by the bar area as we had left you. Still a little curious as to why Set's not revealing to you, Hallman, the information that you asked him. He seems to be hiding something, and you know that he's hiding something, and now it seemingly has just spilled out that it's very dangerous, connected to somebody who he used to belong to. So that's a little bit of what you missed last week, Hallman, but you were just kind of a little bit pouty. As you can see here on the map, you went to sit down at the table. As that was all happening downstairs, Sakura, you had went into the kitchen when you were on your way back to your room, and unfortunately, you guys saw the little opening animation. You got into an encounter with little Darwin, where he had a seed stuck in his urethra, and unfortunately, he needed to get it out of himself, and he wanted your help as a cleric. He wanted you to help him because the apple seed had been lodged in himself after his little jam session. If you will.
I know, homie. Don't even ask. Don't even ask, bro. I know.
I'm sorry.
You missed a lot.
That's what you missed here.
Why did y'all let him go to my room? That's
No, that's Riz. That's
I'm
Riz.
doing
Don't
my
worry.
own thing, bro. That's
why,
Riz.
no, I don't care. Why? Get out of my room.
All
Why you
right.
speaking about the
Well,
curve?
right now, but we're gonna start our story tonight. Unfortunately, Sakura, you look down at the ground and you realize in your moment of kind of not knowing what to do, you're trying to avoid to get into a situation with Riz, Picasso. You went to the kitchen, Sakura, seemingly to want to disappear from it all. Or I don't know what you were trying to do with your ocarina, but you wanted to disappear. It didn't work, and Darwin seemed to kind of stress you out. You teleported him out of the kitchen. However, you didn't realize that while doing so, you accidentally clipped off a little bit and left it behind. The foreskin that you had actually...
No, I did realize.
Jesus Christ! God damn! So your little foreskin you clipped off, it was left behind as you look onto the ground in front of you. But you felt the giant wind rush of the ship. Sakura, Wendolyn, Cyrus, and Set. You felt the ship just kind of jolt to the side. And that's where we left you guys at the end of the game. However, I want to bring us, if you guys don't mind, to the top deck, where we saw Hallman, Pippa, Amalia, and Clive. You guys had all gone on to the top deck during all of this happening in the lower deck. So, as you went up to the top deck of the ship, I want to start with you, Hallman, today, because we missed you last week, or last Tuesday. You kind of went off after Set had went downstairs, and you see that Pippa and Amalia kind of rush up the stairs. And Hallman, you see that Amalia is carrying 3 baked chickens, and Pippa kind of follows after her. Clive also comes out, seemingly holding a large cigar. And Clive, you sit down at the table, let's just say, for now, as you light your giant cigar that you said you wanted to go smoke. Hallman,
Yeah.
They come upstairs. What would you like to do?
3, I'm assuming that's for Cerberus.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Fuck you. Are you gonna take him out like on the ship, or are you gonna feed him?
No, I just say that because literally no one in the kitchen got what the chicken was for. So it's just amazing that one person finally did. But yes, I'm taking him out right here on the ship. Let's go. Did I
All right.
summon Cerberus?
All right. So you summon Cerberus.
Can the ship handle that weight? Like, isn't he huge?
Oh yeah, don't worry.
He's just a puppy.
It out. It'll be good. One pet at a time, though. That's the only way this is
All
gonna
right,
work.
I cast wings on myself because I don't trust this ship.
So as you summon Cerberus, he does fit on the ship. He's not that big. So as you see, he's right here. You summon, all of a sudden, Clive, Pippa, Hallman. You just see a large blue flame shoot up at the beginning, the front of the ship near the bow. It just, a large blue flame just kind of swirls on the ground as out of the flames comes this large, giant hound. 3 heads on its shoulders. The largest of the heads is the middle one. A beautiful, feminine, kind of German Shepherd face. One of them is also a kind of a Rottweiler, while the other one is a pit bull. All of the 3 different heads kind of seemingly clamp their large jaws and teeth, but then immediately then look down at you, Amalia, in submission.
I hold out one of the chickens and go, "Who's been a good puppy?"
They start nipping at each other just immediately, like as they just kind of.
Amalia, wait! Can I have some of the wings for Chomps? That's like his favorite part of the chicken.
So Pippa, you
Yeah.
come like, I guess, running up. You're like, wait, hold on.
I kind of like get out my dagger and start cutting the wings off the chickens for Chomps.
So what a cute puppy. Can I feed Cerberus too?
All right,
Of course.
Pippa, do an animal handling check on Cerberus, please.
Yeah. They're so adorable.
As the 3 giant dog heads kind of look down, they start like kind of smelling where the chickens are. They're anxiously awaiting their feast, Amalia. The large kind of slobber falls and drips onto the ground. Hallman, you were Pippa, 15. So
I know, it's like just barely.
They're wary of you, but they're okay with you. You were the one that actually charmed Cerberus to begin with, to get Amalia to get him. So, or them.
Yeah. So they remember me.
So they're just kind of wearily watching you, but they're okay with you, Pippa. They seem to be okay.
Do I
Do you recognize your Auntie Pippa?
Don't worry, boys. Auntie Pippa's here. Wait, are they all boys?
No, the middle.
Right, one of them's a girl.
The middle head is a female, Amalia. I believe Hades told you that the middle one is the head of a female dog. As you look underneath, you guys can inspect the dog to see.
Hallman, go inspect.
I go downstairs.
Oh, do you want to actually go downstairs, Hallman, or do you want to stay up top?
Okay. I do the little thing like I pretend I get a phone call, but as soon as she.
Well, you can't pretend you get a phone call.
Like, sorry, someone's sending me a message right now. I gotta go get a better reception, better signal.
Baby mama.
I feel like Hallman, you just turn over and look at Clive instead and ignore the girls. But Amalia, do you want to feed Cerberus the chickens, or what are you going to do with that right now?
I'm gonna give one to Pippa so she can feed one of them, and then I'm gonna toss the other 2 chickens to each of the heads.
Okay, so as you kind of throw the chicken up in the air, the 3 dog heads immediately start to shred apart this giant, like with their large teeth, their giant teeth just rip apart these 2 chickens as they kind of fall to the ground. All this kind of grease fills the air, and the skin of the chicken like hits the deck as the large Cerberus starts to lick it up. Like the 3 heads then kind of all start to butt each other as they lick up the grease, and they stare at you, Amalia, just kind of, they're like full, thankful, and kind of like they kind of look at you like this, like, what next?
Pippa's gonna throw hers to like the last one after she's done petting it.
Oh wait, did you want to rip the wings off though?
I already did, yeah.
Oh, I already did, yeah. I used my dagger to take them off for Chomps, so I set them aside for her.
Okay, so she throws
I
one.
like baseball style. Throw it to the last Cerberus head.
Give me a dexterity.
Boy, no.
Give me a dex check here on when you throw the chicken.
Would that be athletics?
I guess you're right.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Well, I wanted to think of
Reroll that.
Yeah, I rolled it up and I got a 12.
All right, so I'm gonna
He
go.
still gets it though, but my thrill is shit.
No, I'm gonna go with athletics. And you did not do well.
That's
so
what I said.
so as you throw it, Pippa, you just throw the chicken, and you're so off, it just hits the grunt robot instead. Just like, don't. It's like just throw it. The grunt robot at the cannon just don't takes the chicken in the head, while the dog Cerberus just springs off to this side of the ship to catch the chicken. However, this is the giant jolt the ship seemingly makes as you guys all then below shift and jilt to the side. The Cerberus's large bound onto the ship seemingly makes it kind of go to the side. Clive and Hallman, I need you to make a deck
I am
save here.
floating. I am
I'm
flying.
gonna grab hold of Pippa so we don't lose our balance.
All right, so Pippa, Amalia, Clive, you all need to make a deck save here, please.
Oh, I wanna help Clive.
Okay, you want to grab him?
Yeah, or like either give him an advantage or like use my strength or dex to make sure he doesn't fall.
You grab him
Would
by
I
his
be able
long
to
ass
do
hair.
would I be able to do an acrobatics check to make sure that me and Pippa don't fall? Like
Sure.
kind of like air saver.
So, Clive, you're a little unstable here, but I guess
17.
you can do an advantage, Clive, because a Hallman will give you an advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do we roll for a 5 on that?
You're good, baby. You're good, Pippa, because Amalia rolled a 17, so she managed to grab you and kind of steady you as you guys steady yourself.
Damn it, Clive.
Clive, unfortunately, Clive, you just fall on your butt out of your seat. It just roll me a 1d4 damage as you just kind of fall out of this chair onto the ground and bang your ass right on the ground, Clive. You just take 1d4, 3 damage. You just take 3 damage as large Cerberus is
It
bound.
like really hits his tailbone, so he's
Yeah,
just
he's
rolling around on the ground.
Pippa's gonna yell out to Clive. Clive, I'm sorry, my bad. You okay?
Fine. Just fine.
Clive is always getting just like fucking not having a good time. So Clive, unfortunately, you fall on your ass and you hurt your tailbone as you bang onto the ground. Pippa, you turn back to see that Cerberus, you and Amalia see, and I guess Hallman, you all see that Cerberus is kind of hanging out at this corner edge of the ship where the large kind of gash put into the ship is. Amalia, I need you to make, let's do what do you think, guys? Do you think that Cerberus needs to make a dex save on or maybe, yeah.
To not fall off?
Yeah, he's kind of trying to balance himself here he's right on the edge of the ship here at the large gash hole in the front of the ship. He's a large beast. Amalia, you're watching as he's this dog.
That's why I said don't bring it out on the ship. Don't get the giant ass dog.
Send it back.
Well, it's been more specific. They did put it on the edge of the ship in all places.
So, Amalia, you need to make a dex save, I guess, for Cerberus, please. So just roll a d20 for me.
Nat 20 plus 4.
Okay, so Cerberus.
Are you serious? Oh my God.
Cerberus steadies themselves as the dog with the 3 heads is kind of looking around for the rest of the grease of the chicken, lapping it up. But Cerberus seems to know what they're doing, kind of looks down at the hole.
Come here, buddy. Let's get away from the edge. Come on.
The dog turns back to you, like just kind of bounds back towards you again. The ship makes another large jolt as I need Clive, Pippa, Hallman, and Amalia to make, I guess, let's do...
I'm going to do same thing and reach out to the steady Pippa again.
Yeah,
all right.
Nat 20 plus 9.
No fucking way.
One's
You're
got hot
wasting
dice
all of
today.
them on meaningless rolls right now.
Fuck no.
Clive, you unfortunately fall again, Clive, as you try to get back up. This bound knocks you back on your ass, but you have advantage again, Clive, from Hallman. So please roll
I got
again.
a 16 for myself.
You're okay. You're okay, Hallman.
I'm mostly worried about... I'm just trying to... He keeps slipping out of my hands.
Okay, Clive, you managed to... Hallman managed to steady you, Clive, as you get back up this time. And you don't hurt your ass. But Amalia, Cerberus is kind of just now looking around the ship, seemingly satisfied with its chicken treats. and kind of sits down and lays down on the bow of the ship in front of you.
I just kind of lean on Cerberus and just start patting them.
Okay. Just taking a moment to steady Cerberus, petting your dog. Pippa, anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, I was actually gonna say to make it up to Clive. Can I do like plant growth? I have like pots that Pippa recently had put out, and I wanted to do plant growth and ask Clive, do you want tobacco or weed? Because I want to make it up to you. Because I feel like you're always getting hurt because of me.
Tobacco would be fine. I don't smoke weed. Thank you.
Okay, let me do plant growth.
All right, so Pippa, you grow like out of this little pot that's on the deck of the ship. Clive, you manage to get a large, like a bit of tobacco weed starts to grow out through the plant as Pippa cast plant growth.
Yeah, I have it just at where is it? Just at low.
Yeah, you do. You have it somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I know you do. So
Here it is.
and it grows like this kind of tobacco plant comes out. Beautiful tobacco, really thick and lush. Clive, as Pippa hands you a pot of tobacco leaf.
Thank you.
There you go. I hope that makes up for a little bit of stuff. That the mimic, you know.
You could just stop hurting your team members.
That one was an accident. I didn't know he was gonna fling the ship around.
You didn't know a big ass dog on a floating boat might be an issue with the hydraulics.
I mean, it came across our minds, but he was good. He was being chill for a little bit.
Can we cut to like the someone in the kitchen getting burned by oil based off of the
downstairs? No, right now you guys are still on the top deck. However, as you guys are on the top deck, Clive, anything you'd like to do? I'm still going to get through all your characters first.
This is nighttime, right?
No, it's actually the early morning. It's the next morning. Remember, you guys had waken up, and Clive, you went up after breakfast was served to smoke a cigar.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah. The sun would just be coming up. Right, that's what woke him up with the and the Witcher. Fuck.
So
he's just going to sit there and reignite his cigar and just take in the morning air, just relax.
All right. Well, can you give me a perception roll, please?
Yep.
And actually, you know what? Amalia and Pippa and Hallman also all give me a perception roll here. Oh, great job, Clive. Good job.
I have a passive 21.
I have a 24.
Okay. Pippa, what's your perception?
5.
Well, no, I mean, do you have a passive perception? That's what you rolled, but I was curious if you have what's your perception?
11.
Okay, so unfortunately not great. But Amalia and Pippa, as you're kind of unfortunately focused on growing this tobacco leaf and focusing on the beautiful tobacco leaves that you've grown for Clive and probably looking around your ship, you don't notice, but the rest of you seem to notice that from above, the weather is drastically changing. It seems that the clouds from above, what seemed to be a sunny morning, are rapidly closing in. Large.
Can I cast? Oh, sorry. Can I cast Detect Magic to see if I sense anything magical coming towards us?
Of course you can. So if you want to detect magic, let me know, and I'll let you know.
Cast.
Okay, cast. So as you try to detect the magic from above, you do sense that whatever's happening is brought on by a spell. There seems to be some type of magic or sorcery at play, as from above this large kind of cloud seems to be coming in. However, it can't be Hallman. I know what you might be thinking here, but
It's already the spell has already been.
It's already
done.
been
I
cast.
can't
You can't
counterspell.
counterspell.
Yeah, it's already okay. Good.
I'm 3 steps ahead of what you thought I was gonna do. I already went through that process.
All right, good. All right, because I was like, is he gonna say counterspell? I was about to tell you.
No,
that.
it's already in front of me. I can't do that. Okay?
I'd fucking dap you up right now if I could.
All right, I'm just checking. I'm just making sure. Make sure you know. So as you guys see, these large looming clouds seem to be rolling in above the ship. At the same time, you hear Baco yell, "Ahoy! South Harmony, ahoy! Look down there!" He points from the helm. "It should be probably before dawn next morning. We'll be there. Under 24 hours. We should be good and we shall be home, Captain Pippa."
We got bigger problems than that, Baco.
I want to fly up to see if I can see anything within the cloud.
You want to fly up into the clouds?
Well, I don't want to. Like, how big is the cloud? Can I fly like along the side of it, or is it so big that I would just fly in it?
The clouds right now are these specific clouds, which seem to be different than the normal environment around you. They seem to be hovering about 200 feet above your ship. They're dark and very thick. Storm clouds, very much being brought in a large, thick gathering of them, and they seem to be covering your ship completely, but basically not longer than your ship. So it's directly, seemingly aimed above the ship and the same length as your ship, and 200 feet above.
I'm gonna shout to Pippa, "Hey, Captain, we got something coming at us!" And then I point towards where the clouds are. I can detect the magic from.
Yeah, I want to see if I can find out where if there's like someone inside the clouds or if there's someone outside of the clouds trying to control it when I fly up there.
Hallman, you can give me an investigation roll here if you'd like, and if you want to fly up in them, you can, or you can stay on the ship deck. Clive, you can also
That's
do the same.
17.
A 17. Did you fly up into the clouds, or are you just looking from the deck?
Well, I want to fly up. I don't. Can I stay outside of the cloud, or do I have to go in it?
I mean, you can go. You'd be flying up and then underneath it. So it depends how high you want to fly. The clouds are about 200 feet above you. So it's like I said,
like 190 then.
Okay, so you're about 10 feet from the clouds. Okay, and you rolled a 18.
17.
A 17.
Okay, yeah,
so
-1 to investigation. So
Can you see anything up there?
So, Hallman, as you look around, you don't see anything except for a large shadow rapidly beginning to move closer and closer and closer to you at a speed of 60 feet per action. And I need Pippa, Clive, Hallman, and Amalia to all roll an initiative immediately.
Cool.
As this large, even though it's a different type of initiative. You guys are in initiative, but don't worry, the rest of the team.
I have a 20.
25.
25.
16.
16. Molly, what was that again?
25.
25. Hallman, 20.
Mm-hmm.
And Clive, what is yours?
20 total.
20 total. Fantastic. You guys are doing great tonight. Great rolls, guys. Not bad at all. As you guys all then see the large, basically 10 by 10, so that's 10 foot by 10 foot, large cubes start shooting down from the dark clouds above. Unfortunately, you guys see that these large cubes are going at like 60 feet per turn. So every one of your guys' turn, they will also be moving closer to the ship at 60 feet every time. So that's every round of turns, basically. They're going to make an action of down.
Are they about to hit the ship?
Yes, they are. All of them are about
Cerberus has a feature called Pack Tactic, so he has an advantage on an attack roll against a creature ally is within 5 feet of him. So me and Pippa are both next to him, giving him the advantage on that.
You said 60 feet.
So the first one is actually going to be, and let me scroll out for you guys to all see. Here we go.
Right. We have 3 rounds until the thing hits the ship.
Yes, you do. And the rest of you below, just so you all know, as you can see, you are on the screen there. You all felt the jolt of the ship. You felt the large jolts. Do any of you, Gwendolyn, Sakura, Cyrus, Set, any of you guys want to run up to the top deck of the ship after what has just happened?
I think Cyrus runs up.
All right, so Cyrus, if you run out of the room, Set, you're questioning Picasso, but Cyrus, you run out of the room after the large jolts, head upstairs. Let's say, Cyrus, that before this action starts, you can join the initiative, Cyrus, if you'd like, and roll, please, for me, as you are over here at the stairs. Gwendolyn, Sakura.
I mean, I got a nat 1, so I got a 2. It's all right.
I mean, you just
Um,
showed up. That makes sense.
I'll say
It's
that
fine.
Set followed him.
Okay, so Set, you
But
follow.
before he does, he punches Picasso in the face and knock him out.
Okay, so you don't. I'll allow that.
I'm not leaving him conscious in my room by himself.
Okay, so you just. I'll allow it. So you just just punch him square in the beak. And he's like, ah! As he just fucking falls backwards right onto your bed. Like that, the rest of the apple juice fucking juice is still on his face as he like hits your bed, and it kind of just spills out of his mouth. You look at it, Set, but you have no time to clean it up as you run up the stairs. So Set, you also run up the stairs. You would also, let's say you're on the other set of stairs on the other side, over here. And then Gwendolyn and Sakura, did you guys want to run upstairs at all?
Yeah, I was gonna follow after Cyrus.
Sounds great. So you're over here behind Cyrus.
She's smiling. She's gonna stay put. I know she is. I know she
Yeah,
is.
look at her. Look at her.
That's what
Just
I would
go to
do.
sleep. Go to sleep, bro. We already know what you're gonna do.
Sakura, what do you want to do?
So, I'm still in the kitchen. So what I'm gonna do is, real quick, clean up the scene of the crime and throw.
Oh my.
I'm gonna get like a fork or a spatula or something, and pick
No,
up
dude.
the foreskin and
You
move
couldn't get like a
it.
paper
I'm gonna look for
towel?
the nearest jar and just throw it in there
Yuck,
and hide it in one of the
What do
cabinets.
you think the nearest jar is? I want you to
Okay.
think about that real quick.
I don't know.
Oh.
It's just whatever the nearest jar is.
Okay, I love
Set. Your food is fucked, dude.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer. Sakura, roll a performance check here on how you do this.
The nearest jar is the jam jar.
Yeah.
Oh, nat 20, baby. Nat
Oh, no.
20.
Jam jar?
Nat 20, baby.
Whoa.
So
I got a 23.
you clean up the poor scene of the crime of poor little Darwin. By the way, Darwin, remember, is just unfortunately passed out on Amalia's bed. His little pee-pee is just bleeding. Just as he's passed out on Amalia's bed in the other room. Hey, that's where she teleported him. That's where she teleported him. Don't worry. Where'd Billy go? He'll be back. But anywho, so Sakura, you managed to clean up your scene of the crime. You take the little foreskin.
Please tell Hallman not to have the jam. Please, you don't even have to tell me why. Just tell me not to have the jam.
No, you're good. Set's aware what it is. He doesn't give it to any of you.
She picks up the nearest jar and you put it in there. It happens to be a jar of like mincemeat, so it's not out of place at all. It kind of like mixes into like the ground up mincemeat in the jar. Nobody would suspect. Hey, she rolled a performance.
I lied. I would not know that it's in there.
So
Sakura, please tell me what you did.
Sakura,
I'll give you anything.
If you don't throw it out and someone eats it,
I'll give you anything.
As soon as I put it in the jar, I look around, see if there's anything left to clean up, and there's not, so I just leave and I go up top.
Okay, Sakura, before you go to the top of the ship, Sakura, you are stopped by Riz, who does see you, and he stops you on your way. He kind of stops. He's like, hey, did you feel that? Did you feel that?
Yeah, I was gonna go check what it was. What are you doing?
I was going to do the fucking same thing. I felt a giant jolt. What were you doing? You smell like you were doing something. You smell a little sweaty. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just kind of off balance right now from everything that happened yesterday. I think I'm still hungover, maybe, and this jolt right now.
I need you to give me a persuasion roll here for me, please, or deception. One of the two. You gotta do one.
Oh,
Riz is looking at you like.
No. Okay, wait. I'm trying deception. I'm sorry.
Okay, you tried persuasion, didn't work. I'll let you. Okay, they both said.
Take the deception one. She's straight up lying to him.
Yeah, so he looks at you. What were you doing? What were you up to?
Why don't you go check the mincemeat jar, and then she's gonna sprint off.
Wait, hold on. You didn't try to convince him, so he kind of follows after you. Wait, hold on. I'm not hungry. I actually wanted to tell you something. If you don't, before we go upstairs, I wanted to tell you that I'm a bit of a magician.
Are we just fighting for our lives while this is happening? Is that?
These cubes are about to hit us, bro.
I don't know what you mean by that, but I think we should go check on the thing up there.
I know, yeah, I know it, but I wanted to let you know that I'm like a magician. I can use magic. I mean, you want to know what I can do?
I guess.
Soccer, it's a
Well-
fucking trap.
Well, I mean,
That's
I
how we do
really
it
know that I know
upstairs.
how to split. I know how to split a girl in half, if you know what I mean.
Okay, she's just gonna leave. She's just after that. She's just gonna walk away.
Wait, hold on. So he traces after you. But you are going up now. Don't worry. So he wants to he's trying to impress you. That
I thought
obviously
it was
not
gonna be
work.
some kind of innuendo for sure. I was like, no.
It
Well,
was worse than
100%
that.
was.
That's not even a good one.
So as you get upstairs, Riz kind of follows after you, but he's kind of curious about it all. You guys get to the top deck of the ship, and all of you see that these ice blocks are now headed down from the sky. You guys can all roll for initiative, please.
I'm gonna look over
Seth,
at Riz and say, "Can you split an ice block in half?"
actually, you know what? You know what? Oh, Riz looks back to you. I fuck some cold bitches. But so he kind of then looks back to you. But I will actually assign your initiatives here because you guys joined in later.
Oh, okay.
So hold on.
Well, I got a 1, so I'll be last. It's okay.
Okay. And Set, I'm gonna set yours too, buddy. I'm sorry.
What? All right.
Hey, well, you guys came into this fight after
We
Jordy
always
kind of.
know that you're gonna get first. If
I
you
was
roll
following
anyways.
Cyrus. He was in my room. If he runs out freaking out, I'm probably gonna follow him.
Well, you did, and so
Before we start, can Pippa just say something to the group?
yeah.
Pippa just wants to yell out to everyone: whoever can fly, join the sky with me. We need to get these icebergs before they hit the ship. So, I'll say that.
Oh, good. Yeah, good idea. I mean, you want to get them
Yeah.
before they hit your guys' ship for sure. They're all 10 foot by 10 foot and falling from the sky. The ice block is the first one to move first. It doesn't necessarily have an attack, but Hallman, it is falling right directly towards you at 60 feet per turn. So it's falling straight down and it is going to whap you, Hallman. Let me see if I can break your armor class.
I'm gonna see if I can just kill you.
I'm just gonna see if I can kill you real quick. I don't know.
I did not. So the first ice you managed to avoid as the giant block of ice just shoots down from the sky, Hallman, and it misses you. However, it is moving at, like, once again, 60 feet per turn. It shoots straight down, but it's still falling from the sky, and nobody else has taken flight yet. So it is still kind of in the air. But Hallman, it has missed you. Amalia, you, however, up next. And as you can see, these ice blocks are moving in. So each turn, all are going to move about 10 feet.
10 of them.
So that's
Question.
How big are the ice blocks?
10 by 10.
Okay.
Quick
So basically,
question. Since I have Cerberus out, would he count as like a bonus action for me?
Yes, you can use all of your actions, a cantrip, a spell, and an action, and then you can do an action for Cerberus.
So my first action, I'm going to actually jump on top of Cerberus, and basically like right him. And then I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at these 3 ice blocks. These here.
Which ones?
The ones closest to the group. So like you see where I'm kind of moving that one.
Yeah, you can show me. Yeah.
Okay, so that and then that one I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at.
Okay, they have an armor. It's a natural armor of 17. You have to hit.
Okay, so first one, 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Great job.
Second one, 17 to hit.
That hits.
And then third one, 11 to hit. So I think the last one failed.
Yeah, it failed. So you didn't hit this one.
So first one takes 7 damage, and second one takes 12 damage. And would they take extra damage since it's ice and I'm using fire?
Unfortunately, it's just going to take the damage that you've given
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily have. No, it's just going to take the regular damage, but that's still good. I mean, it's
Okay.
still fine.
And then action, I'm going to have Cerberus, or basically use Fire Breath. So he
Okay.
does it in a 15-foot cone, so he that are like closest to him. So this one here, and then this one.
They're still like
So they're both
140 feet above though.
Yeah, they're not close by. So if he's how far is his aim? Because it does have they are they're about about 140 feet above the ship right now.
trying to see. It doesn't really have a. It says 15-foot cone, but I think that means like.
You know, because it's Cerberus and he's like a badass like guardian dog thing, I'll allow it. I'll say that you can shoot the beam up and it can hit within. I'll say within the 200 feet, the 140 feet. I'll allow it. I
Okay.
mean, what do you
So
guys think?
he's gonna.
I think that
He's
should
gonna.
work.
Yeah, he's gonna aim for these two here.
Okay, sure. Oh, like I
So
said,
they need
I'll
to
allow it.
make a dexterity saving throw of 12.
Okay, one of them did, and one of them did not. So
And
give
then
me
he
the.
does also have pack tactics, so he does have advantage on attack rolls. So if he failed that one, can he do it again?
Yeah, he can on that one. And so yeah, so you hit both of them. So on
Okay, so
that.
they're gonna both take 21 fire damage.
Nice. Great. That's good. Great job. 21 damage there. One of them has significantly gone a lot smaller, so the damage of its hit would be smaller. And the other one, you said 21 damage?
Yeah, both of them take 21.
Great. So two of them, these two right here, are now quite significantly smaller in size. Great job, Amalia. Up next is Clive. You are up next, buddy, as these things are headed towards the ship.
Okay, so pardon me. Question for Clive: Can he still see the cloud that is these ice blocks are coming from?
It's all above you. You guys can definitely see that these large clouds are covering the ship. Yeah.
Okay, and the cloud is covering the ship.
Yeah, above. It's above the ship, but covering the length of it. So yes.
Okay, so Clive is going to cast Dispel Magic on the cloud, as he could sense. As Amalia pointed out, it's magical.
Okay. Okay. So you dispel magic. The clouds then begin to start to fade away as the large ice keeps springing right down out of the sky. But the clouds from above, very smart move, Clive, as they disappear. So the source of these giant ice blocks is no longer there. So very smart move, just so you know. They start to dissipate, and the sun starts to creak back through the clouds from above as the gray puffs then start to go away. However, the large ice blocks still fall from the sky. Anything else you'd like to do, Clive?
That was a spell. Glad that worked. I just need to mark that down as one of my spell slots being used. Just a second. This app is
Fine. Take your time.
Yep. Okay. And so that's there. I'll try. Clive will use Eldritch Blast, one bolt on the three nearest. So whatever three ice blocks are closest to him, he'll hit them each with one bolt if he can.
Okay, so let's go with the ones over here that Amalia was trying to hit at the beginning. It seems like you were the closest to those. So you have 3 hits, right?
Yep.
Go for it. You have to just hit a 17 on your armor class. So let's see what you guys can do, and also let me know what you guys are doing when you do this. If you hit, let me know your actions.
Sorry, I gotta refresh the page. I'm on my phone using. I can't use the app, so I'm just using it on Chrome, and so it's constantly needing to refresh.
No worries.
Fine. Yeah, take your time, man. Everybody here, we love you.
All right. So, so I just need to cast those 3. So that 3 times. First attack. Roll. There we go. Okay.
Nice. So
Ooh,
you hit. You
nice.
definitely hit.
First one. Nice.
You hit the second as well.
And one more. Roll. Oh.
Waiting. Okay, so you hit 2 of them. So you did manage to hit 2. So give me the damage.
Yep. Ooh, that is nice. So first one is 10.
Nicely done.
Second one is 7 damage.
Fantastic. So as you kind of aim your Eldritch Blast as these ice things, it just shoots out of your hands. Tell me, you like aim at the sky, it like bolts out of your hands. What do you want to happen as it bangs and smashes into these ice blocks? What do you see?
So essentially, Ray raises his hand, invokes a little eldritch incantation, and just 3 bolts of magenta energy in pure beam form shoot out of his hand. One just misses the ice block, and the other 2 strike in a very sort of like a. The sound they make is kind of like a howling.
Like a howling wind. I know exactly what you're going for. It's like a wind like howl that you hear like through a whistle as it like shoots up through the ice blocks. Shards of ice shoot down from the sky as you manage to then thin these ice blocks even more so than they were before. Fantastic job, Clive. It seems like Holman, you are up next, my guy.
How heavy are these things?
They're quite heavy. If they hit you, they will do 30 hit points of damage on a direct hit, if you will. I don't really have the amount of weight that they are, to be honest with you, in here. They're just kind of
Okay.
programmed in ice blocks, but they do 30 damage when they hit any object.
Okay, so first thing is I'm like tucking my wings in to do like a dive until like
Nice.
I'm touching one of them with my hand.
Cool. Sick.
So like here's the cube. I'm like right above it, like touching it with like my left hand. I'm going to look at the one one of them that hasn't been hit. So like this one in the center right here that I'm shaking.
Okay, this one.
Bottom one, yeah. Oh, I'm not above that one. I'm just looking at it. I'm gonna cast Fabricate on that ice block, and I'm gonna turn it to water.
Okay, just basically just melt it and
Yeah.
stuff. So, all right, so great job. So you take out that ice block, you manage to do it, just liquefies into a large puddle of water, falls down from the sky as it's continuously still falling. Now it's just water, though. However, falling at a rapid speed, a giant kind of just pile of water.
Yeah.
So it's managed to.
One's
you take it
gone.
out.
Cool. The second thing I want to do, if you'll allow it, this thing has like a weight limit as long as I can carry it. But I want to cast Greater Teleport on me and the ice block that I'm touching. And I want to just move us directly out of the ship's path to like the left of it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll once again, I'll allow it because I think that's pretty cool. Like type of like visually, I just think that's kind of sick. So, and it's
Cool.
I didn't give any weight. I didn't give any weight to these specifically. Let's say that it's the same as you like if you had to like teleport a large friend, with you like a half giant or something like that. So I'll allow it, like a large, obviously person that you could teleport with you. So sure.
Cool.
So you teleport it out of the way. Zoom. You just basically teleport it off the path of the ship. You want to just let it fall? Then I suppose.
Yeah, just if it's we're over water, right?
Well, you guys right now are kind of over a foresty area. You're kind of headed down.
We'll risk it. We'll
risk
it.
Okay. So
hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us in the ass.
You know what? Give me an inspection or investigation roll here, actually. Before you do this, I'll allow you to see what's below you. Let's do that.
14.
Okay, so unfortunately, as you look down, you just see like kind of forestation and green and kind of like mountainsides. You don't really like know if there's a town down there, if there's people or anything. You don't know, but you're like, fuck it. So you let the ice.
Well, we'll see what happens.
All right, so the ice block just falls out of the sky, Hallman. You let it drop, but you managed to take out 2 of these giant ice blocks falling from the sky. As you look down, you see that Riz and Set and Sakura are kind of below you, so you managed to help them by getting these 2 ice blocks out of their way. However, Set, Sakura, and Riz, and Hallman, you see that there's still a large ice block falling directly towards their area of the ship over here. Hallman, I believe that's all you can do, or is there anything else you can do?
I did. How much movement did I use to get to that one? The
one that was
ice
falling?
blocks? Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the one that basically missed you. So you were in the sky, it fell down, it was falling, you were about 10 feet away, so you only moved 30 feet, I guess,
Okay.
to get it.
I want to start moving towards the 2 ice blocks on the front. So I can do like I think I have 30 feet of movement left. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll move you to
So I'm just
about...
moving towards those as well.
I think that from where you were, that probably is about 30 feet. Sorry, guys, don't worry. A little bit of math this time. I know it's not everybody's favorite. Oh, yeah, it's definitely on... Yeah, that's definitely 30 feet. Okay, you're good.
Okay, cool.
So,
And then that's my turn.
Cool. So as you fall down, you keep going. However, as you get near this ice block, Hallman, it kind of radiates a cold energy from it, seemingly from its magical properties, and it releases like an icy blast towards you, Hallman. So I need you to make a dex save, or dex save of 18 at least.
Of 18?
Of 18.
Would my Santa magic be able to help me since it's cold?
Yes, you could get an advantage.
Cool. Does not help. I only got a 13 with advantage.
Only a 13 with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're kind of not feeling great as you take 32 cold damage as it like shoots this blast of magic cold energy straight off it. But you know what? Aren't you also slightly with the cold though? Isn't there something
I'm immune to like if it's like a cold environment, like I'm immune to that, like, and difficult terrain and cold doesn't bother
Okay, so
me, but I
this
can
is
take
slightly...
cold damage. Yeah.
Okay, so this is slightly different. So the cold
Yeah.
damage that radiates off is like a magic, extreme, painful shards of ice seemingly stab through your body off of this giant ice chunk, and you take 32 hit points of damage,
Cool.
Hallman, in the sky. So you kind of feel like your body is freezing up with frostbite around your stomach as your skin begins to crack all around like your middle section. However, that is the end for this block
Y'all
of ice.
don't get hit by this shit. It fucking hurts. It hurts pretty bad.
The ice blocks move. The next ice block, nobody's by it. Pippa, you're up next.
Question. So for the cannons, can they just automatically shoot, or does the grunt robot have to be told to shoot it? Or
well, basically, you just when you say shoot the cannons or give the order, the robot will do it.
Okay, and there's only 2 of them, right? There's not 4 for each robot.
No,
only those 2.
Just those 2 cannons, 1 robot each, and each cannon. I think one of them has 3 cannonballs. The other one still has 4.
Okay. So first, I'm just gonna command the grunt robots to start firing at the icebergs. Grunt robots fire at the starboard and the port side iceberg. So both these 2, I'm gonna have them shoot there.
This one and this one.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use wild shape, so I can fly up into the sky. And I'm gonna go towards the iceberg that's just directly to my right. So it's that
This
middle one. Yeah.
All right. So you fly up into the air. You turn into a... What do you turn into?
Turn into a pterodactyl.
All right.
Plastic pink pterodactyl. She's got a really big wingspan, so I could just shoot up, hopefully straight into it.
Awesome. So you guys watch as Pippa just changes her body into a large pink pterodactyl. As you shoot up into the sky, Pippa, you have to fly straight up. However, I believe in the one action, you can only get about halfway up. So you're about 60 feet in the air, right? What's your flying? Or what's your movement?
See. My movement for wild shape. Hang on, let me check. And then I wanted to try to do one more thing, a spell. So, there we go. I wanted to see if I could also do the atomic breath weapon, since.
Oh, out of the pterodactyl.
Yeah, so I could just shoot the rest of the way straight up at it.
Yeah. Was when you did your wild shape, was that a cantrip or was that a spell?
That's just basically at will.
Oh, that was at will. Is it?
Yeah. If you look here, where'd it go?
Well, I'll go
It's
here.
under my actions. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's just an action.
Yeah.
Okay. So you wild shaped, and you're gonna use atomic breath weapon. So yeah, you can shoot up your atomic breath up at this other thing, and then we'll do the dex to the cannons in a second.
And it doesn't say anything about how far I can fly. It just says I can be in wild shape for 4 hours.
Well, I'll just do it to your movement, your movement speed, obviously. For next time, we didn't look up pterodactyl, but you fly up. You're about 60 feet in the air right now. But you can shoot up your atomic beam to try to hit it.
Yeah.
So you have to hit a 17. Okay, great. So you hit.
Oh, that was for my damage.
Oh,
Because I could do it at south.
Oh, okay, so it just hits. So
Yeah.
boom. So you shoot the atomic breath weapon. It shoots straight up into the sky, and you manage to what's the damage? Was 17? You said. Great. So you took down one of these icebergs falling from the sky, Pippa. So you shoot. You open your mouth, Pippa. What happens?
Pippa's just gonna do this screeching roar at the stupid iceberg, and I'm gonna shoot my atomic breath weapon.
Great. So you destroyed one of the icebergs in the skies. You the pterodactyl, kind of like Rodan from Godzilla.
Yeah.
You shoot out a giant beam from your beak as it takes down one of these large ice blocks from the sky. Now, Pippa, please roll 2 dex rolls here to see if you hit the these 2
dex saves.
Ice blocks. No, you just roll to see if you hit these 2 with the cannons.
Okay.
How much damage did Pippa do?
She did, I believe, 17.
Yes.
But that took down that
Because it was
one.
already been hit. So for the cannon, I only rolled a 7.
Okay, for the other one, you shot 2.
Yeah. And 2.
All right, so the cannons.
Wow, those cannons suck.
You guys' cannons suck. So both the cannons missed both shots, unfortunately. And however, Sakura, Riz steps in front of you, and Riz is like, "Don't worry, Sakura. I fucking got you. I told you. I'm a magician. Get it? Magician? Fuck it." So he kind of then casts Mage Hand, and as he casts Mage Hand, a large hand comes out of his hand as he hums to himself, going like la 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 la, and he sings as the large hand grows out of his hand and shoots up into the sky. His Mage Hand then tries to capture one of the large ice blocks falling from the sky. As he uses his Mage Hand, he is going to capture, or let's see if he can stop it or at least grab it with his.
I know he's on our side right now, but I really hope he fails.
Hold on, that was not the right thing I did say. Context. So he does indeed miss as he tries to grab it with his Mage Hand. However, the Mage Hand does not grasp the ice block, and it kind of misses it as it tries to grab a hold of it. He's like, "Oh fuck me!" and his Mage Hand kind of just fails. He looks to Sakura.
Yo, loser!
You can't. You probably don't even see that.
I'm just shaking my head.
He looks
That's
at you like
amateur.
He's like, I can do better. I trust me. I promise. Next time I got it. He kind of looks up at his hand. He kind of tries to summon back his large mage hand. It kind of disappears from the sky. Riz tried to do something, but it didn't really work. One of the large ice blocks still falls forward. These ice blocks still move. Wendolyn, you are up, however, as you kind of get onto the deck of the ship following Cyrus. You see these large ice blocks falling from the sky. What would you like to do, Wendolyn, if anything?
I have no idea at the moment.
Well, you are kind of far away from them. The closest ice block to you at the current moment is about 140 feet away, and you don't have any ability to fly. So, right now, Wendolyn, your options are limited, but I mean, you could try to do something if you'd like.
I need to make that a part of my like morning routine. Just go up to Wendolyn, give her wings for 24 hours.
Exactly. Yeah. What would you like to do, Wendolyn? You can do something. You can. I know you can. You got to use that brain. Think of what you can do.
Can I just cast a fireball?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can cast fireball. You can cast fireball all day if you'd like. Would you have fireball?
Yeah, I have fireball. I'm gonna cast it.
Will it hit?
Well, what is the distance?
It's what's the distance on that?
150
fireball has
Oh snap!
It also will attack anything within a 20-foot radius, so do keep that in mind.
Well, it's straight up in the air. Yeah.
It's straight up in the air, and the closest thing to her would be Pippa. And Pippa is within a 20-foot radius, though. So.
No, it would be shooting outwards though. So like if there's like a couple of the blocks within a 20-foot radius of each other, it would go after all of them. Like in that 20-foot radius.
It's an area of effect spell. I don't think that.
Oh, within an area
Pippa
of 20 feet.
Pippa would have
And
to
it's a
make
dexterity.
Would
Yeah.
magic missile be better?
Magic missile too. I mean, that would work as well. Anything you want.
I think so.
You do what you like. Fireball that shit.
I mean,
Yeah,
listen,
fucking fireball. I'm gonna
Pippa's
cast
done
fireball.
worse to all of us.
And
Okay, she can
just
make
saying,
a dex
I don't
save.
think an ice cube can make
Pippa.
a dex save.
Pippa, you gotta make a dex save.
I'll be fine.
Are you
I
sure?
hope so. I'm a pterodactyl. Yes.
Okay, so that's a dex save of 20, so you're okay. So Wendolyn, you shoot a giant fireball up in the air. You use like your sense of your religion and your fate, and your magic flows through you as you take a little bit of inspiration from Amalia, and just boom, a large fireball shoots out of your hand into the sky. Pippa, you manage to avoid the heat and the flames from the fireball, but roll the damage for me if you don't mind there, Wendolyn. What's the damage that you give this large ice block?
The thing that sucks is Pippa would still take half of this damage
On a successful save.
even on a save.
She should be fine.
Okay, so you only take 15 damage.
31?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
fine,
damn.
Pippa.
So you managed to take down that ice block completely, Wendolyn. Great job. So as you aimed your fireball, you aimed it up in the sky. You hit directly. You did give Pippa a little bit of a singe. Your pterodactyl wing, Pippa's kind of burnt a little bit as you fly out of the sky. But you managed, Wendolyn, to definitely take down one of these large ice blocks. Great job, guys. Because they're coming in fast, so you don't want to damage your ship.
Yeah.
So Wendolyn, I believe that's probably all you can do for now. So Sakura, you would be up next as you're out there, kind of down by Riz and Set. You're up next. What would you like to do, Sakura?
Okay, so how far am I from the nearest one?
The nearest one to you is 140 feet above you, and and you're kind of in a 7 feet away from its area. It's falling down towards.
I'm kind of screwed. Okay, so I will just cast wings on myself.
Okay, so you cast wings on yourself.
And then
Come on, you got a lot of straw.
I'm gonna teleport to the ice block.
No, not
Just above
teleport.
it.
Fly. You just cast wings on yourself. You don't have to teleport.
Yeah, but I can only move 30 feet.
Okay. Well, okay. So you teleport onto the ice block.
Yeah.
But I get what you're doing. You have wings just in case. Okay, so you're up there, and you're on the ice block. What do you want to do to it? You're up there. However, the ice block is extremely cold, and it is going to do a reaction right now, just like
I'm
the
not
magic.
gonna teleport on top of it. I meant just like a little above it.
She's not dumb like me. Like, come on.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm like flying with the wings, so I'm just like a little bit above it.
Oh, I get you. I got you.
And then I'm gonna do, what is it? Enlarge or reduce, and I'm just gonna poke the ice block and then shove it down.
Okay, so you just
Because
make it like
it like a tiny ice block, yeah.
Okay, so great. So you made it like instead of a giant piece of hail, You made it like a fucking little tiny piece of hail. So great job. So as you kind of shrink this ice block down, just zoom, it like gets really tiny. However, it is going to make a reaction against you, Sakura, because just like Hallman, it seems that its magical properties can sense that you're there and you're doing something to it. So this ice block, as it's shrinking down, it releases this magic pulse of cold ice energy. So Sakura, you need to give me a DC save, please. Of you have to break an 18.
Okay. Wait, a dex save or what save?
Yeah,
Okay.
to see if you can avoid this pulsing blast of kind of magical energy that shoots out of this.
It's honestly not that bad. You know, you'll be fine.
See what is
Yeah,
this?
17.
Okay, so you did a great. No, you had to do an 18.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
That was so close. However, you take 27 hit points of damage, Sakura. So the cold.
Dang.
You managed, just like Holman, you managed to take out one of these giant blocks of ice, but you did get a little bit hurt off it as the shards make your seemingly middle area, just like Hallman's, also get all like kind of frostbitten and cracked and bleeding, and like you have the worst kind of sores all over the middle edge of your kind of stomach, Sakura, as the cold energy just pulses right through your body.
So that means set. too.
Oh, set! You're
Oh,
right. Thank you, Heart. Set.
Thank you for
I
reminding
Even when
me.
it's not her, she's still.
Set.
I need
I need you to give me a dex save, please, of beat an 18. Good, thank you. Good, Carly.
16.
So you take
What was it? 27? Yeah, 27.
well, he gets his own roll. So
Oh,
hold
okay.
on. Ignore that roll. That wasn't what I meant to do 2.
Fucking 82.
Sets down.
You only take 9 hit points of damage. So you're okay.
What the hell?
Oh, wow.
It didn't affect you that bad. So you just felt a little bit of frostbite just on your left nut. You're just like, ooh, as it like it's like just a little uncomfortable.
And all the spots you set the left nut, bro. You could have chose a different spot.
You could have chosen the
All
right
right.
one.
Well, speaking of that, set, you're up next. You're up next, buddy.
How high up are these things?
They're 140 feet above the ship. However, you are also a distance away from some of them. So, for example, the closest one to you would be the one that Hallman is next to, and that is 140 feet up, but 40 feet away.
I have these two I'm next to with my next turn.
Thank you.
I got
All
them.
right. Fuck hell
And
yeah.
then you are the next closest one for you, Set, is 43 feet away, 140 feet up.
Someone else has got that one. Greater teleport between these two. So can you see me moving my little guy?
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
got you.
thank
Yeah.
you. Greater teleport between them, and I use glacial augment.
Okay, what does that do? Tell me.
This is a summoning circle one, and it requires a solid surface to apply it to, and I'm applying it on them separately, and they're gonna
Okay.
shoot at each other.
Oh, so there's like
Yeah, I'm
Between-
using
you're-
them against each other.
You're between them, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna get hit. I'll be fine.
Okay. So they're shooting at each other, yeah?
Yeah, but since I use my bonus action, I can only do like a certain amount of it.
All right, well,
2 6. That's for one of them.
is that
and
the
then
that's that the damage?
for one of them.
Okay, well you took out one.
So like because I need a solid surface to cast this on. I can't just put it in midair. So I'm using them as inanimate objects as the solid surface to put the circles on, and they're gonna shoot at each other.
All right, so you definitely took out one of them. Bam! So as one of them shoots shards of ice right through the other one, it explodes midair, just pops into like a ball of kind of snow that falls straight out of the sky. However, the other one also is there. It took damage from the other one as it shot right through it and into the large ice ball. However,
Yeah, that's what I was hoping, that the one that gets destroyed does AoE damage to the other one too. But I know I'm in between them, so I'm about to take both damage and have to save from both of them.
I mean, yeah.
Soccer is gonna pass out and
she'll be
just
fine.
Collapse.
I mean that's up to you. You have to, I guess, make a. What's your save here?
I don't know. What is my save?
I mean, I guess it'd be a dexterity save because as you're in the middle of these two giant ice balls in the sky, one of them is exploding, the other one is taking the other shards of ice. What would Set do to try to avoid them in the sky? You gotta let me know.
Oh, my goal is for the damage from the one that explodes to inflict enough damage, and the other one for them both to explode.
Only one of them exploded. The other one didn't take enough damage.
Do they not do like damage when they explode?
Wait, hold on. Amalia, I think your mic is like making some noise.
Your mic is beatboxing, bro.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's beatboxing.
Oh, I can't hear you properly. That's weird.
Say something.
Oh
No, we
yeah, Molly,
can't.
make me picture.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with your mic.
I can't hear you.
You sound like you're bubbling underwater or something.
Bubble, bubble,
Oh,
bubble.
that's pretty accurate. Yeah, she sounds like she's underwater.
Technical difficulties. Technical
It's just a
difficulties.
She got
giant
hit by the
It's
bomb.
block.
It's
So
just
when
one
an
giant
ice block
bomb.
is destroyed, doesn't it do damage? I thought that's how that worked.
It does, but I already gave the damage on the other one. I just didn't take the other one out. I already did it.
Oh, it still has enough health left? Jesus.
Yeah, it still has enough health left. Yeah, it does.
Alright, so what's the save I have to make?
Dex save, and you have to make a 15, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
You sound
Yes, we
perfectly
can.
fine
No more
now.
beatboxing.
I'm so
I
sorry,
don't know what
Jade.
happened.
Nat 1.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Jade.
No,
Sakura
you're
blows
not.
up. Sakura
You're
blows
not
up.
Yo,
sorry.
Jade, I got you. If you pass out and fall, I got you.
Okay,
So
so what
you
am I rolling?
You take Set. You take 23 damage, and Sakura, you take only.
Wait, I don't roll for this?
You can roll a Dex save here, please, and you have to beat a 15.
Oh, 21.
Okay. So Sakura, you're good. You see Set take like the hit up there. However, it's like you almost like embrace for it as you kind of see it, and you don't. You luckily this time you managed to clench. you did your Kegels today as you clench, and you managed to not feel any of the pain that Set is taken in. It seems to have you've surprisingly surpassed it. But Set, great job. That was an awesome attack.
I'm
Cyrus,
also currently falling out of the sky.
yeah, you're falling straight down. So right now you would also be falling at a rate of this. I'm gonna what is
The same as the
weird one.
block, 60,
Yeah, I'm gonna
60
put you
feet
the
per
same as the
second or
block.
something.
Yeah, about 60 foot per turn. Cyrus, you're up, buddy.
All right,
Okay,
sorry. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm here.
Oh, you're good.
I'm gonna use most of my movement to get over near Hallman. So I'm gonna
Okay.
move myself over there. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
How far is the block closest to Hallman?
How far is it?
Yeah, like how far is it like from me?
The closest, the one that he's touching right now is 140 feet up, 10 feet away. But it's headed towards the ship down, so it's kind of headed towards your area, falling rapidly towards you. So I would say it's about 100 feet up, 140 feet up directly above you.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my wings. And I'm gonna fly up the rest of my movement because I used 45 of that to get over there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use. I don't really have much, but I'll just use the witch boat. That's the best thing I got.
Which one are you going to hit? This one or this one?
I'm gonna hit the one literally like yeah, I'm gonna hit that one actually because I'm not sure if he hit that yet.
Okay, so yeah, you can try to hit this one for sure.
All right, cool. Let me do witch bolt. All right, let me roll for that. Boom. All right, bro. That's tight, bro. That's tight, bro. I got
So
a
you
left,
didn't.
bro.
So you did not. So you did not hit that one, unfortunately. So as you kind of aim at this ice block, but it is moving drastically, and you do not hit. The ice blocks now all moving closer to your guys' ship by falling in a little bit more rapidly, coming in quite fast. There's ice kind of sharp.
I'll use one more action, and I'll just Actually, no. I'll hold it for right now. When it gets closer.
Okay, well, we're right back up to you, Amalia. You're up right next. We're going right through this as they're now headed drastically closer to your ship. about another 60 feet
Uh,
down.
I am going to kind of give Cerberus like a little kick like you would like to get a horse moving, and then I'm gonna go, okay, buddy, let's go. And then he's actually, or I guess we are both going to leap over the side of the ship, and I am going to cast Fly on Cerberus.
Oh, okay, that's pretty crazy. So you guys watch as this giant. Hey, fuck it! This giant
And
three-headed.
then we are going to dive and catch Set before he falls over.
Oh, okay. So Set, you land right on top of Cerberus's back, Set, as she manages to capture you midair, with riding on Cerberus's back. So Amalia and Set, you're on Cerberus's back. Set, you just managed to feel this giant dog underneath you immediately.
And then I'm going to raise my hand up and cast Firebolt, which is a cantrip. So it is 14 to hit.
You do not hit.
Okay. Then I'm going to use Cerberus's bonus action to once again use Fire Breath at the two above us.
Okay, cool.
And then they need to make dexterity saving throw of 12, but he does have advantage on these.
Damn, okay. Good turn, Amalia. Very clever. Yeah. Good job. Okay, you definitely hit that one. And you hit both of them. So what's the damage?
They both take 21 damage each.
Okay, so you managed to knock this one out of the fucking sky. So Set, the other one that you did not break, Amalia's Cerberus, blows the rest of it up completely. So you managed to both destroy that other one, and the other one is almost dead. It is almost there. However, it is still falling. It's not completely gone yet. So just be aware of that. A great turn, Amalia. That's really well done. Clive, you are up next, buddy. You have three of them left.
All right, let us use Eldritch Blast again. One bolt for each of them.
For each of the three. Fantastic. So
if you want to focus them all on one to get it out of the equation, I'm gonna get rid of these two on my turn.
Clive, what do you say? Do you want Hallman to just take these, or are you going to aim at all three, or do you want to focus on one?
I'll focus on the one he's not going to then.
Okay. So the one with the highest still of health is this one over here, Clive. So it's the one that you're actually closest to. So
okay,
you have to do this one, and do you have to do the hit, or do I do the hit?
Oh, I do. So I just have to roll 3 times for the blast.
Oh yeah, you did Eldritch Blast. Sorry.
Yep. 1.
So you did not hit on one of them. You hit on one.
Okay. Then one more.
Give me that one more. And you hit on the other one. Great job. So two do damage. So give me the damage, baby.
So first one is, not bad. 12 damage.
Well, pretty good.
And then the second bolt is 8 damage.
Fantastic, buddy. Fan-fucking-tastic, buddy.
Yeah, so that would have been 20 damage total. Yep.
Great job, Clive. Great job, my man. So we're up to you, Hallman, again, as you're up in the air, flying with that one that you said you're going to destroy. What are you going to do to it, buddy?
Same thing as last time. Casting Fabricate on this one in the far front and turning it to water.
Okay, just falls right out of the sky, straight down. However, Cyrus, I need you to make a dex save from the water falling straight down out of the sky, the large kind of pile of water. So it's falling straight down.
My bad.
Cyrus, you get hit smack dab with a large.
I hit a nat 20 and it bounced off, bruh.
You only take 3 hit points of damage. You're okay. So the water kind of
still pretty bad for me because I don't have my armor on for once. So I'm cold as shit.
So you're fucking just drenched in ice cold water. In fact, I probably should have given you cold damage, but fuck it. But Hallman, great. Anything else you want to do, man?
Yeah, I'm teleporting me and this one out of the way of the ship too. I'm just doing the same thing.
Very clever. So you move it over here again, take it out of commission. Boom.
And
Then get a
I
ship.
yell at Riz, four for me. How many did you get?
He like just looks at you like, fuck you.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, you didn't get 2, buddy. You got 0.
Yeah, but Sakura got hers for me. Isn't that right, Sakura? You did it. You got it for me, right? Am I right?
I used the rest of my movement to go over here and tap Sakura up.
Hallman, I told her, I'm a magician.
Sorry, I
I'm really
can't hear
good.
you, buddy. You're too far down.
Yeah, I don't think he can even yell out to us because we're too far away.
I want to show you some magic. So anywho, as Hallman, you're done with your turn. We move on, and we are at, I believe, Pippa. You're the last one up with this last ice block kind of hurling towards your ship. What would you like to do?
Sweet. I want to take a victory hit. I'm just gonna zoom fly all the way. How far is this?
You can make it.
Yeah, I can make it. And I just want to try to just, let's see, because I don't know if I can do atomic breath weapon again. Yeah, let me check. Okay, I can use it again. So I'm going to use my atomic breath weapon at the last iceberg.
Fantastic. Go for it.
And the damage on that is going to be 21.
Fantastic. So you take out the last ice ball from the sky as you guys manage to save your ship. Great job, Captain Pippa. You were right about telling people to go up into the sky. You managed to take out the ice blocks as you all then land back onto the ship. Pippa, Sakura, Hallman, you all. Yeah.
Instead of landing, how far up is the ship? Because I want to see where the ice blocks are going to fall. just a double check.
I mean, you guys are flying in the sky, so you're pretty high up. I mean, it's hard to say because I don't know how high up is a plane right before it kind of is on its way down.
How hard would it be for me to catch up if I?
If you went down to go look, it would probably take you about an hour to fly after, maybe. Or
I feel like maybe Baka has a telescope or something, right?
I just want to see if I killed anyone.
Do you? I mean, do you really?
I just
We
want to know.
can use divination to ask and find out.
Sakura,
any gods? If you killed anybody,
you're about as dirty.
Look, Hallman, I'll say this. Hallman, you want to give me another investigation roll, please, as you look below the ship?
Please, for the love of God.
Cyrus is going back in the ship, bro. He's cold. I don't got no armor on.
That one's an 18.
I'm
Sorry, Cyrus. I kind of. My bad.
Whatever. There's whatever. Do you?
Pippa, are you going to stay a pterodactyl? Or you want to turn back into Pippa?
I'm going to turn back into Pippa.
All right, so you land, you turn back into Pippa. Amalia, you land with Set and Sybaris, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Set.
We are back on the ship.
You're back on the ship. You're on top of Sybaris still, though. Set, can you give me an animal handling check here?
Ah, la verga. Okay.
Come on, buddy.
No.
If he fails, he falls on his ass off the Cerberus.
Cerberus eats me. Nat 20.
Okay, so Sybaris, the middle head Set, the female one, she like seems to be really interested in you and like there's like smelling all over you. She's like really interested in your crotch area. The head kind of like rears back and is like just sniffing you all over. Like, and Amalia, you can tell that the middle head is just, she's extremely infatuated with Set. She's just like drooling.
I think it's more so she might be hungry because I have fed them roasted rabbit before. So.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Hold on. Amalia, I need you to give me a deception roll here with that. Don't worry.
No, I actually have fed them rabbit before in the underworld. I got a 31, so.
Okay, so Set, you just look at her. She's like staring at you like, I have fed them rabbit before. As you look at the giant dog head that is sniffing you completely up and down, seemingly really liking you.
That's gonna look to Cerberus and like go down on one knee because he likes dogs, and he's gonna say, "Do you really want to eat me?"
The middle head, she just looks at you. She's like, "Oh."
He's gonna look to Molly and go, nah.
It just like starts getting all like slobbery and happy just to see you set. However, Hallman, as you look below as you're flying in the sky, you do manage to see that one of your ice balls that come one of your ice balls that dropped, one of your dropping balls from the sky, it manages to go straight down into some woods, and you do see that there's a campfire seemingly below. However, as the ball disappears, the campfire quickly is you see that it goes out.
Does anyone else see this, or is it just me?
It's just you.
Yeah, it's just you, bro. Like
It's just
you
you.
just killed somebody's grandma,
Yeah.
bro. Good job, bro.
Seth's playing with Cerberus. He's not paying attention.
So I'm just looking
I'm
over
gonna
the
go
edge of
try
the ship, like really. I'm
You're just like
thinking.
having like an inner moment. I'm like,
do I tell anyone?
I just killed a family of 4.
Oh God.
All Hammond. Oh, actually, what all Hammond hears as he's looking down is my cabbages.
Yeah, just.
I hope it's just
like,
cabbages.
They're just like the campfire just goes away. But all of you get back onto the ship. Soccer, you're still in the air, or you were still in the air on your wings. Do you want to land now, Soccer? Or what did you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna land as far away as I can from Riz.
Oh. All right, so you just land over by Pippa.
Land on top of Cerberus so you could play with her.
So Soccer, you kind of go over here all the way by fly down by where Pippa is. Wendelin, you're kind of still at the back of the ship here, where you were looking up, where you blew up the last kind of ice block in the sky. What would you like to do, Wendelin, before we take our quick little break and then get back to you guys can actually then talk with each other? What did you want to do? Anything, Wendelin? Anywhere you want to go? If you're there, Stassi, I don't know if you are.
I don't know if she is either.
Oh no, Stassi, are you there? Are you still alive? All right, well we'll get back to her in a little bit. Stassi, if you're there, come back to us or somebody message her. But anywho, we'll go over to you, Clive. What would you like to do in your last moments here on the ship before we take a quick break? As you're looking around at the kind of the mess of the ice shards that have fallen from the sky onto the deck.
Let's see. So he's just going to survey the damage on all of that. But looking over to Cerberus, he'll just take a seat back where he was before. He's just going to let Set have his moment. Light a cigar and just take a puff. Just, well, that was an interesting morning.
Kind of Baco looks down to you, Clive. Mr. Clive! Are you alright?
I'm fine. No need to worry, Baco. Thank you. Just keep us steady. Head straight course.
That storm came out of nowhere. It seemingly was brought on by nothing. We were not flying into storm. A little rough weather, it seemed ahead, but overall, it did not seem like it was coming from nature. Do you have any
That's
idea?
how storms work, Baco.
Not this one, Set. This was a magic storm. Someone was trying to sink our ship.
I feel that you guys have many people trying to attack my home. I mean, I've flown and lived on the booty for very long. I've never seen storms come up that abruptly. That spell was one of the most intense storms I've ever seen in my travels. I've never seen a block of ice be the size of 20 feet. It's peculiar.
Oh, trust me, Baco. Guaranteed there will be more peculiar moments in the future.
Captain Pippa, it seems that the ship is all right. We've taken no damage. Should I continue down?
Yes, Baco, please try to get us down as soon as possible, if possible.
All right, well, we are headed down, everybody. Please get inside the ship. We'll be making our descent into South Harmony. We'll be there probably by middle of the night, if not tomorrow morning. So if you want to all get some rest, please go take rest.
Before Amalia puts Cerberus away, Seth's gonna play with Cerberus's head a little bit and go, "Who's a good girl? Who's a good? All of you are good girls. All of you are gonna get cow legs grilled. I promise."
the dog just all like Cerberus just rolls onto like their back, and just like their middle head is just taking control. Sakura,
I'm
Pippa, and
like,
Amali.
or maybe a jar of mincemeat.
Okay. Does that sound suspicious at all? Be honest.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Pippa roll like insight or perception or whatever on that.
Yeah, Pippa, you look at
'cause that
Sakura.
was weird.
You look at.
I'm also gonna give her kind of a look of what the hell.
I mean, you guys can both give it.
That's
you guys
random.
an insight roll, please.
Seth's busy playing with Cerberus. He doesn't acknowledge it.
I was definitely giving Sakura a squinty eye. For that.
So
I
Pippa,
got
you
a 2, but I have a passive 11, so we're good.
Oh.
Well, Amalia, you don't really pick up anything from Sakura, but Pippa, you know your girl Sakura, and you look at her when she says that, you're like,
yeah, I'm gonna move closer to Sakura and be like, "What do you mean by that? What was that about?"
It's. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, we better, because that's really weird.
so like Pippa, you just like eye her like, what the fuck did you do to the mincemeat? On that note, you guys all then kind of begin to head back into the ship as it starts to make its way down. You can feel the air of the ship starts to get kind of quite strong as the wind starts to then pick up and go as it starts to head down. Amalia, did you want to leave out Cerberus? Do you want to dismiss the summon? What
That
would you
will
like to do?
cry.
She gotta go back.
Okay, so
I will cry on stream.
I
So
give
you
her
just-
a pet as she goes away, and I tell her you did good.
Okay, Cerberus looks to Molly and like all of the 6, I guess, eyes of the dog just kind of looks at you like they don't want to go. And the middle dog just
I
once
know,
again
but you did so good, buddy.
set the middle dog head once again. She like sniffs your crotch really, really quite ferociously. She like shoves her giant dog nose up in your crotch and like lifts you off the ground, and then she like kind of leads back again, like. And then they, in a giant flaming circle, Amalia, Cerberus then goes back to the underpole in the flames.
3 grilled cow legs, I swear on my mom's life.
Set, you just look at the giant flaming hole on the ground. Amalia, you're just like standing across from Set at the other side of the giant flame circle in the ground. Hallman, did you want to finally land on the ship, or what do you want to do before we go to break?
I'm gonna like sit on the rail, even though it's like windy. Like I want to stay up. I just want to look at the spot where
See
the
if it
fire
reignites.
I'm just looking at it.
You're like, please
nothing,
light up.
Nothing
please light
else
up.
matters. I'm just looking at the light.
I mean,
if I should go down there or if I should just stay up. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I want to tell anyone.
You're just imagining like every bad situation in your mind. It's like every possible situation that could have gone down below. It's like an ice block hitting an old woman, an ice block hitting a small child, an ice block hitting like a family. This is all these
I
different
mean,
scenarios.
you could roll a d20 and go odd or evens on the even that the flame comes back up.
Give me a little luck check.
Yeah, a little luck check, bro. Just see if the flame come back up.
If you want, look down. Give me an investigation, and I can. If you want to use a luck point,
A flat D20. 11 or up, the light doesn't come on.
11. Okay, 11 or up.
The light doesn't come on.
Yeah, sure. We can say that. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh my
so
God.
you want to get a nat 1 for once, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna roll with the app.
You critically failed on murdering a family.
I roll so bad with the app. That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh god, this is gonna be the one time.
I'm opening this shit up. I want to see this.
Oh, you gotta give me it.
Oh my god!
They're eviscerated. They're eviscerated.
Oh, it was like 20 aunts and uncles down there. It was just kids.
As you look up, or
Is it dumb to use a luck point on this? is it bad?
It's really up to you, bro.
Nat 20 was the worst. You critically killed a family.
It already chose your destiny.
So as you
You made Anakin Skywalker proud.
Yeah, you just like eviscerated.
Younglings were.
It was a kids camp. It was a kids camp.
No, bro, he killed a village, bro.
There's one kid alive.
You were checking though. I thought you were using your luck point to check to see if they were going to come back alive. Were you using your luck point to check to see if they were?
Oh no, this was a 11 or higher. I don't see the fire come back. 10 or lower, the fire comes back on.
And he got
and that 20 does nothing but like really solidify.
Yeah,
that
that solidifies that you yeah. So as you look down, it was a clean drop. It was a clean drop. Like whatever was down there in that camp, it's
They were killed instantly.
Fucking nothing but net.
Yeah, it was total Nagasaki. You know what I mean? Like Hiroshima, just done. All right, so Hallman, as you sit there thinking about your actions and perhaps what you did to save your friends, you did not know what happened to somebody else's friends below. But you sit on the deck of the ship as the rest all head inside.
I just created the next villain.
And Hallman started his villain arc. But anyway, everybody will be right back after this break. Please hang around. We'll be right back when you guys are inside the ship and you guys can talk. If Stassi's there, please Stassi come back, or somebody try to contact her if you can. But we'll be right back, everybody, after this little break.
Prepare to die.
Is that a duck?
In all my life, I'm getting attacked by a demon duck. What is my life?
What if Captain Picasso fought a spider priest? Who will win? Fight.
This one's for our boy.
Cotton Eye Joe.
This one's for you.
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd be married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd be married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Cotton Eye Joe. Cotton Eye Joe. Take it away, Lon. Hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd be married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd be married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Cotton Eye Joe.
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 Cotton Eye Joe. My boy Cotton Eye
Yo, Pippa, pass me a wing.
Hey, that was my last one. Don't make me get chomps.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Sorry, I was just making sure I'm setting something up for the next part of the game. And we'll be back to playing it in 1 second, everybody. Hold on, one memento. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, so who do you guys think would win in a fight? Do you think that Picasso would win in a fight? Or do you think that the Spider Priest would win in a fight that you guys fought? I don't know. I mean, both have pretty interesting maneuvers. I mean, Picasso fought you guys in the air with a giant kind of machine. The Spider Priest you guys fought kind of in the air, also with a giant, seemingly weapon attack. Who do you guys think would win in the fight? Tell me. What do you guys think? Who would win? The Pelican Pirate or the Spider Priest?
I think Picasso.
I think Picasso might too. You're right. I think he got an advantage. He had like weapons and cannons on a ship.
Yeah, he's got lots of supplies.
Yeah, he got supplies. What about you, Clive? What are you thinking?
I would think the Spider Priest definitely. It's kind of the way. Funny enough, the way it's designed and such, it's kind of like Serpentis versus Adam from Hazbin Hotel.
A little bit. A little bit. I can see what you're saying there. There's like you're thinking that Picasso's just a little bit more doofy. Is that why? And you think that the ALAC is a little bit more seemed a little bit more focused at his task? Is that why you say that?
Pretty much.
There you go. Amalia, what about you? Who do you think would win, Picasso or the Spider Priest?
I feel like Picasso has just gotten the shit knocked out of him the last several times we've encountered him, so probably the Spider Priest.
Okay. So Pippa and Sakura thought Picasso. Amalia and Clive thought the Spider Priest. What about you, Octavius? What about you, Cyrus? Who do you think would win? Maybe people aren't quite back yet. I think we may have come back from break a little early because seemingly not everybody's back. Okay, we'll go to Hallman. Hollywood, who do you think would win the fight? Picasso?
I'm back.
Okay, hold on. We'll get back to you in a second. Hollywood, who do you think, Picasso or the Spider Priest?
Well, I mean, considering Picasso's a bitch, I'm gonna say Spider Priest.
Last episode, Picasso was calling Set a bitch. That's a situation that
who was unconscious with my hand around his neck after our first battle. I'm sorry, he's a bitch. He's a bitch.
Well, you know what though? It did take you guys a little bit longer to beat up Picasso, though. I mean, the Spider Priest, you guys just fucking pile drive that guy.
We all dove on him, and then Wendelin flipped the lever. So that's fine.
Speaking of
Picasso,
Wendelin, wake up, Stassi! Wake up! She might be a victim of our falling asleep. It happens to the best of us, everybody. That fight was a little long, so I apologize. I didn't expect it to take that long, to be honest with you. But hey, it happens to the best of us. Stassi, if you're there, wake your ass up. If not, sweet dreams, sweetheart. But Octavius, who do you think would win in a fight? ALAC or Picasso?
Alec is the priest, right?
Yeah, Spider Priest.
Like between the two of them, like fighting.
Yeah. That was today's question.
I'm not really sure because we kind of beat them both up really bad.
I mean,
I would say probably Picasso though. Probably Picasso.
Okay, so we got some 3 for Picasso and we got 3 for ALAC. And let's see, Jesse, if you're here, you be the tiebreaker. Do you think it would be the Spider Priest or do you think it would be the Pelican Pirate?
Fucking neither, bro. They're both dog water.
Oh shit! Okay, well, you think they cancel each other out?
I'd
one.
say that. Maybe.
Okay, well, that's not a really definitive answer. So you gave me fucking nothing. You gave me nothing. But
They were nothing.
Okay, if you had to choose one, if you had to put your money, I know you're good at placing bets, Set. So tell me.
Okay, I'll ask this: is the Spider Priest gonna use his fucking Shadow Realm shit?
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, technically, he could turn into his giant. Let's say that, yeah, if Picasso can use his ship, then ALAC can turn into that giant asteroid spider.
I would say ALAC.
All right, so it looks like the priest takes it. I'm sorry, all you Picasso fans, but looks like the spider priest takes the win on that bet. So,
That was a
so Amalia, Clive, Hallman, you guys take the win. So, all right, back to the game. That's really not really part of the story, but I'm just curious as what you guys thought. So, as we get back to the ship, Hallman, you are still on the outside of the ship. However, I did put you in the cabin, so when you come back down, you can go back whenever you want. But the rest of you all are back in the ship. So Pippa, Amalia, Set, Clive, Wendolyn, Sakura, and Cyrus, you guys are all back in the dining room, as you guys can see here. What would you guys like to do? You guys have the ship to yourselves now as you're heading down towards South Harmony. Anything you guys would like to do? Let's start with you, Set. You want to do anything?
Seth's gonna go in the kitchen and try to remove the jam jar somehow.
Oh, the jam jar?
Yeah, he's gonna try to get rid of that. That's not good for Darwin.
Okay, so as you're like looking around for the jam jar on the ground, can you give me an investigation roll in the kitchen?
Sure. 14?
Okay, so you see like a couple jars that have seemingly been cleared out, or they have some weird, gross, different things in them. They're on a special shelf in the kitchen that Darwin frequents. You can't really tell which jar specifically might be his tug jar, but you know that this shelf it's probably here. That's all you can gather.
I'll leave it at that and just continue looking for it.
Okay, so you're just like looking through these different jars. You know that more than maybe half of these jars might be used for Darwin's tug jobs, but you're kind of
Dude,
specific.
fucking what? Excuse me?
Well, you heard you're looking around. You definitely see these jars have been either half open.
Throw them away.
I'm
All
going
of
to
them.
kill Darwin.
He's
I've been
unconscious.
using these to make food.
Well, he's unconscious currently right now in Amalia's room on her bed.
She still don't know.
Speaking of Amalia, what do you want to do at this time when you walk down to the dining room? What do you want to do?
I'm going to actually walk over to my room. I'm gonna go in and then notice Darwin is there and be like, "What the fuck?" And then I'm just gonna grab a towel, and I'm gonna like just walk back out and be like, "Whatever." And then go over to the table and hand Cyrus a towel.
You just wait, hold on. So you just saw him in your room bleeding out of his dick on your bed, unconscious. And
I'm not asking questions. I'm just not gonna ask questions.
so
It is what it is.
You left the room. You go back to Cyrus, and you hand him the bloody towel.
No, like it's not a bloody. Like it's from like
just a
dresser
dry
or whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like a dry one.
Okay,
like
so
a dry towel. And then like as I hand him the towel, I'm just gonna sit at the table and be like, "Guys, why the fuck is Darwin bleeding out in my room?"
He's bleeding. He's bleeding. I don't know, but thank you for the towel. He doesn't know anything about that. The only person who knows about that is probably Sakura.
So Pippa, as she says, Darwin is bleeding out of my room. Sakura, you hear Amalia says this. She comes out of her room saying that, why is Darwin bleeding in my room? Sakura, I want you to give me a I guess everybody could make a perception roll here if you
I have
want.
a passive 21 perception.
Okay, so as you look around the room, you immediately say that, Amalia and Sakura, you kind of sit there like,
What's up with my rose today, bro? It's me without armor. The armor gives me power, bro.
I'm gonna like
Oh, sorry, go Amalia.
Oh no, go ahead, Harley.
I was gonna ask Amelia, why didn't you ask him?
He's passed out. And then I'm gonna look at Soccer and I'm like, "Why do you look like that? What did you do? What happened?"
He wanted me to touch his pee-pee.
I'm sorry, what?
so
I'm gonna run away.
So Sakura, what are you doing? So you're in the room and you
Don't run away from us.
So as you basically everybody notices this, Soccer, what do you want to do? You get up from the table. What do you want to do? You got to give me something.
I'm gonna play my ocarina.
I'm trying to go invisible. No, you can't just go invisible. Your friends are talking. You asking you why is there a bloody Darwin?
Let her
to
run
touch
if
my
she wants
pee-pee.
to.
I mean, you can
I
try to go.
he wanted me to touch his pee-pee.
So okay. So she says that he tried to touch. She wanted him to touch his pee-pee. I want Cyrus and Amalia and Clive and Pippa and Set to give me insight onto Sakura here.
He's fed up. He might just use on the truth.
21. 20 plus 1.
Oh
21.
my god.
Sorry.
21.
19.
Okay, so all of you are picking up.
I got a 10. I got a 10.
So Pippa and Cyrus, you're just like, what? He asked you to touch his pee-pee. Like you're just like.
I think he's more like I don't know what's going on. I just want to go back to my room at this point. I don't care.
But Cyrus, you did hear that from Sakura that this goblin and Pippa, you both heard, and from your insight, you don't know anything else that she's saying here and what's going on. You just assume that this goblin has asked your friend to touch his dick. What are you guys going to do about it? However, Amalia and Clive and stuff, you seem to notice that Sakura is a little like she's not telling a lie, but it's kind of like she's like almost like I don't it's not the full truth is what I'm saying.
Sakura, what did you do?
Cherry, don't lie to me.
Just go look for yourselves. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. It was kind of traumatizing.
You don't want to talk about
What did he do?
Yeah, can you just I don't know.
Touch you?
I might go
I
in there and
will
go beat up
literally
a
break his
Darwin.
fingers.
Okay, stop breaking people's fingers.
No!
Stop breaking you. We gotta wait because
No, this is a breaking fingers kind of moment.
This might
Hell
be
yeah,
breaking
up
a
top.
neck moment. This might be breaking a neck moment. Breaking fingers ain't enough.
He had something stuck in his pee-pee from.
Okay. I think Cyrus walks away.
Darwin!
He walks away immediately. Doesn't even let that shit finish.
Okay, so Cyrus, do you want to head back to your room then? Or where are you going?
Yeah, I think yeah, he's just gonna slowly walk away. He's like, yeah, not hearing it. If anyone needs me, I'm in my room.
All right, so Cyrus, you head to your room. Set, do you want to call for Darwin, or what's your plan here?
Oh fuck yeah, I'm calling that guy.
All right, well, Darwin is currently unconscious in Amalia's room. So Riz is going to
He just doesn't show up.
Riz just is going to get annoyed completely here, and Riz just goes like, nobody fucking is going to show their dick to Sakura unless it's fucking me. Where's that little bastard? Well, Riz kind of
Shut the fuck up, Riz.
Oh, you better tell us the whole story before he dies.
So Riz goes and gets Darwin, and Riz just throws Darwin onto the table. Clive, you see a little Darwin just smash onto the table right in front of you, Clive, as Riz angrily throws him onto the table. Sakura, you watch as Riz comes into the room. What the fuck did this little guy try to do to you? What did he do? You tell me.
I'm gonna use I don't know, one of my passives to heal Darwin.
Oh, okay. So Darwin, you do a little bit of cure wounds on Darwin. He sits up from the table out of his unconscious state, takes a breath. He grabs like his little dick area and looks straight to you, Sakura. He's like, why did you do that? What? What did you do?
No, what did you do?
You gotta stop using the jam jars.
All right. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm addicted to it. I'm addicted. It's driving me crazy. It feels so good to have a little tug. He looks to you, Set. Look, I didn't do nothing. I used the jam jar and I got an apple seed stuck in my urethra.
Oh my god.
And I couldn't get it out. I did everything I could. I shook it around. I pulled on it. I did exactly what you told me, Master Set. I did not too hard, but not too slow, and I tried to get it out, but I couldn't.
Hold on, fucking pause. I did not say any of that to you.
Well, I mean more when you were teaching me about cooking. When you were telling me
Yeah,
about
not to fuck a jar.
Well, yeah, but I couldn't help it, and then it got stuck in my urethra, and now I asked Miss
Hey, one more slip
Sakura.
up and I'm replacing you.
Mrs. Sakura, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to show you my tabernacle, but it's just what happens to a man when you get a seed shoved in your urethra.
Go to a specialist.
I needed a specialist.
Go to a specialist.
He looks to Clive. Look, have you ever had a seed stuck in your urethra?
I was just going to look at him with a deadpan expression. No. Now I suggest you shut it.
Looks back to Set. Looks at Sakura. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I showed you my little ping pong.
It's okay. I got scared, so I teleported him away. I don't know what happened or where he went.
How did he end up circumcised?
It all happened so fast. The teleporting.
He looks down at his little bloody area. He's like, well, at least they say that it increases sensitivity. So, I'll take it as a win. I'll take it as a win, and we'll never speak of this again, Miss Sakura. I'm
Okay,
ashamed
please,
of myself.
thank you. Don't ever speak of it again.
Wait, if you teleported him and you cut him, that means you took a piece of him, right? There's a piece of him lying around somewhere?
Oh my god, where's your foreskin, Darwin?
I don't know. Where?
Oh no!
He looks at Clive again. He took it. He must have taken me foreskin. It's the weird guy. He's always quiet in his room.
I'm not even there, but I know Clive is gonna slap him if you don't stop him right now. Someone better stop him from talking, because Cyrus was gonna do something. He had to walk away.
And you know what? At this point, Clive has just had enough from being rained on by ice blocks when he's just trying to enjoy a cigar. He's just gonna go up to just lean close to Darwin, just try to slap him to knock him out.
Okay, give me a nice strength. Give me a nice strength roll here, Clive.
For sure. Just a second.
He's like just still holding his bloody crotch area. Set, you notice that unfortunately the blood from his crotch area has kind of gone all over the table. Unfortunately.
Yeah, and his bare ass too. By the way, Seth.
Oh my god!
All the
Hands
sanitary
down.
policies you
Fucking
put in
kid.
place.
What was that hit, Clive? Tell me.
Just rolling now. It's lagging. Sorry.
You're good. You're fine. Take your time. As Darwin then kind of looks around the room, you can tell that he's embarrassed and ashamed of himself. And Clive.
Oh no!
That one.
I'm gonna look at Clive and say that's why I teleported him out of the way the first time.
He just looks to you like, I'm sorry, I can't keep my mouth shut. I keep saying these things and I don't know. I'm just a goblin. I don't know any better. At this moment, Tommy B. Gobbo kind of stands there now in the hallway looking at this whole thing. He goes, you're a goddamn disgrace to goblin kind. Now, if I were you, I'd clean yourself up. All right, get off that table. What are you guys doing in here? Why am I even riding with you? Captain, you're going to allow this on your ship?
I mean, I'm just now hearing about it now. I mean, it looks like they cleaned it up. Apparently, maybe.
What do you mean they cleaned it up? He's bleeding out of his dick on a table right now.
Did someone use burning hands?
But there might be foreskin somewhere, so keep an eye.
Oh my god.
Tommy just looks around on all of you.
Cauterize the wound with burning
Absolutely
hands.
relaxing. He's relaxing, chilling. He's playing his ocarina inside his. You guys probably hear it down the hall.
Set, can you give me one more investigation roll? in the kitchen, please?
I only have a +1,
Please,
dog. I don't.
please,
Oh,
please.
Set. So Set, as you look around ferociously for the foreskin, you don't see any sign of it in the kitchen. Sakura, Darwin looks to you one more time before we end tonight's episode for the day, and he goes, "I'm so sorry. I didn't know what was happening." And as he kind of looks back at that moment, Sakura, you see Darwin stop, and he kind of freezes for a moment. And then you all watch as Darwin's head snaps. His neck breaks in front of all of you as it then begins to twist and turn around. You watch as the blood pours out of Darwin's mouth and his eyes roll back into his head. All of a sudden, it seems like a whole bunch of apple seeds seem to just shoot out of his mouth all over the table, all over the ship. Clive, the apple seeds seem to turn and start to direct towards you and towards Wendelin and towards Sakura. All of you, as the room starts to begin to fill with apple seeds pouring out of Darwin, you then all in the room start to hear a familiar and haunting giggle sound.
You know what? I'm full of Hallman today.
Yo,
Let's
I'm
go.
not, I'm not there. I'm not there.
Hallman. Hey.
Darwin,
Clive is going to try and cast Counterspell on this.
you're going to cast a counterspell?
Yep, he's going to try and do that.
What level are you trying to cast it at?
5.
Okay. So you manage to stop the spell, and all the apple seeds seem to disappear and disperse. The possession has seemingly left out of Darwin's body, but Set, Sakura, Pippa, Amalia, Clive, Wendelin, you watch as Darwin's little body falls dead onto the table, his hand still slightly grasping his little pee-pee.
Fuck off, dude.
As his head
He's twisted
is
up
now
doing that.
his head is completely snapped and broken and almost turned around. With his final breath, he kind of releases a
No,
light.
I'm gonna touch him and spare the dying.
Okay.
Dying. He's
Doesn't he
he's
have to
hit-
be
his neck
not
is
be
I'm
dead
gonna
before
res
I
this
think
he
we
pedophile.
revivify.
Rise against
It's
that
revivify.
Sakura with the amount of twisted contortion his body's endured. Just let him be dead. Trust
Well,
me.
Sakura, it's up to you. It's up to you.
I already did it.
Oh.
Okay, so she said to use spare the dying, and his unconscious little broken body stops from death and takes a breath again.
And
it
it
seems-
says the creature becomes stable.
Okay, well, he's stable.
Broken neck.
He's stable.
Yeah, but now he's paralyzed.
But
Why would
now,
you do that?
unfortunately, Sakura, just like you've been told before, sometimes what you've done is a little, perhaps, but you know what, Sakura, you did save him. You guys are getting a little uppity with here, but Sakura, you did in a moment, in an action, you thought, I can save him. You do it. You spare the dying, and he manages to stop dying. However, now his mangled, broken little goblin body lays upon the table, his eyes staring at you, Set, as they fade out. Clive, the last of the apple seeds before they all disappear as well, seem to be gathered up and leaning and rolling all towards you, Clive, but they leave. You watch and all see as Darwin's little mangled body breathes very lightly as he remains steady and alive, but completely broken on the table. Set, I'm going to end the show tonight with your last thoughts.
You were kind of gross, anyways.
Jesus.
Bro.
You need to get
That's
popped
a
for that
little
one.
harsh, man. I mean,
Popped for that one.
he loved you,
Somebody
bro.
Oh, fucking no one compares to the original.
I was so
Oh.
terrible.
He was like,
Holy.
I was expecting something more sentimental. You
Oh,
were
fuck
so.
no. After all the fucking sick dick shenanigans? Nah.
Hey, he's a little goblin. He
The
doesn't know it.
jars? And all
He
the
doesn't-
bro people.
He doesn't know much
Oh.
better. He's a little
Clive
guy.
is going to ask something very important to Sakura.
What?
What?
Oh, no, you're good, Clive. Clive wanted to ask Sakura something.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna look Sakura dead in the eye and say, "Can you fix his body entirely?"
I hope so. And then
do
I'll
it.
use
I think
what
Cyrus
is it
pops
that
his
I
head
have?
out just to see what's going on. Can you
Cyrus,
see like the mangled body of him?
Cyrus, did you want to join them in the room?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna he just need to breathe from that. Yeah, he's coming back. Plus,
Okay,
he
so
wanted to
I
give
mean,
back
I could use
Amalia the
any of my
towel.
healing spells, or I could use Revivify. Maybe that would help, like, fix his,
well,
I
he's
don't think
already
any of those helped fix like a broken neck, though. That's the
Prayer of
thing.
the Healing. You know, as long as it doesn't
I
matter if
think late
something's
pool of hands
broken,
can
you
do
could
it.
still fix it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my late pool of hands can probably do more work.
Well,
Your
you guys
what?
can try it. I mean, Clive has asked if you guys can do anything. He asked Sakura. So Sakura,
Okay.
So I'm just gonna use what's my
but I mean,
best one I got?
Octavius, you're there too. I mean, Cyrus is there now. If you want to rejoin the room, you can be there. But I think
Yeah.
Sakura is going to give it a whirl. But Cyrus, let's say you re-enter the room to see what's going on.
I think
Clearly,
he enters in, and the first thing he does, he hands back the towel to Amalia, thanking her. And then he kind of just looks at the body and goes, "What happened? I thought we were talking about seeds and
You
shit. What?"
missed the most messed up shit, bro.
I'm already messed up as is, so I think it's good that I missed it.
It
I'm
was
gonna
What?
I'm gonna
again.
use my passive. Which one is it? Hold on.
Lord, is his neck
Oh,
backwards?
Preserve Life. It's my Channel Divinity Preserve Life. I'm gonna use that to give Darwin. I can give him 45 hit points.
okay. So
Is he fixed though?
as well, you're giving him 45 hit points. So you have revitalized him. He wakes up. His bones seem to be snapping back into place, but his neck, unfortunately, Sakura still seems to be completely loose, and his body, his legs, his arms seem to almost to be as if they've been paralyzed. He kind of sits up, and his hands, and you can tell by the discontortion way his body is. He looks to you, Set. How do I look, Master Set? Am I all
A
right?
little nasty, but like I mean,
Can I
is
use
how do
mending
his
on
eyes
him?
look? Is one of his eyes like crooked? You know what I mean?
One of his eyes is kind of popping out more than the other one, like just slightly more like bulging
Uncle
out of
Rook
his
is him,
skull.
man.
Can I poke it back in his face?
Why would you do?
I mean, yeah, you can if you want to.
It's gonna just slowly push it back in there. Like you look at like $100.
Why did you lie to him, Seth?
Why are you so loud right now?
Can I?
I have to. Just lie to him.
Can
He's broken
I?
and he looks like a
Can I
pretzel.
use mending on
I
his
mean,
neck?
I don't know. I don't think that's how
I don't
mending
think mending.
broken.
Yeah, mending isn't like a. It's mending. It's like does things to like fix things. It doesn't necessarily. I don't think you can fix bones.
Oh,
Well,
I
I
could
mean, it's
try to help.
broken, right?
Yeah, but
No,
it's not the
that's
same
a
type of thing.
bone. That's a living. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Cyrus, what were you saying?
I think Cyrus goes. I will attempt to help. And he kind of goes over there and he grabs the back of his neck and uses a leg pull on hands.
Okay. What does that do exactly again? Tell me.
Let me see. I gotta actually go to it. It's kind of far on my thing.
What is it called?
Lay pull on hands.
Oh, okay.
Lay pull.
It restores like the number of hit points and stuff, and they can cure diseases and neutralize poison effects and stuff like that. But it's something on his neck. It has to do something for him. Cause god damn.
Unfortunately, guys, you've managed to get his healing points all up, but he is paralyzed. So unfortunately, he
Question
is.
then,
I'm gonna
is
touch him and give him wings.
Who did? Stop it!
Hold on. I
Yes.
want to hear what Clive has to say. Clive, what were you saying?
So his neck is broken. He's completely paralyzed. I'm guessing he's still in excruciating pain.
Yeah, I mean, he's laying there looking at you guys, being like, "How do I look? Am I all right?"
It's pretty fucked up.
Clive is going to go up, just essentially at the end of the table, stand right in front of him, or right behind his head. Just close his eyes. And he pulls out his revolver.
Oh, okay.
I think Cyrus gonna be like, you know what? That's fair. I'm gonna look away.
And then he just empties one bullet into his head. Quick, painless, merciful.
Okay. Well, you know what? As you do that, Clive, I want you to just do. I'm not even gonna have you roll anything like they're like attack. Just give me a
Sad,
uh,
but hey, damn.
give me a dex.
The scene.
Yeah, just for the scene. Just give me like a nice dex check
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, he just takes out his special heavy, the double barrel revolver.
Yeah.
Walks over to Darwin. A somber look on his face. He's not happy to do this, but there's no fixing this guy and the pain this poor guy is in, especially after Grimaldi. And this is partially what triggered it, hearing that giggle again.
So should we like kill him?
Clive goes up to just puts his hand over Darwin's eyes and say, "It's all right. Just rest now." Puts the gun right to the top, the barrel right to the top of his head, just over it, and click.
I'm not even having you do a dex thing for there because I think that's kind of sweet and sad at the same time. And Darwin kind of looks to you like, what? And then just bam, just one shot, clean through. His little goblin eyes, the one that was bulging out, set kind of bulges again, and then just the life fades out of little Darwin. Fortunately, you all stand around the table. Oh yeah, well, it was a dex, but you know what? You don't have to do it anymore. I mean, you did it point blank. You said so. It's it is what it is. But little Darwin, Pippa, Sakura, Clive, Set, Cyrus, and Wendelin. I know she's not here right now, but unfortunately, little Darwin is no longer alive.
I think despite everything, Pippa is gonna shed some tears.
Yeah, I think Sakura is too. I think she's really upset, and she's gonna look at Clive and be like, "This is another life that Grimaldi has taken. And this is all because of
Clive is
you."
gonna
And then
look
she
up-
storms out.
Clive is going to look up to Sakura just before she leaves and says, "Yes, sometimes you can't save everyone."
Is it really that bad though? I'm like, come on.
The moment
Clive is going to look over to Seth with the most angered glare and say, "This is tame compared to what Grimaldi has done. I would know." And he just leaves the room and walks away.
All right, so Clive, you go back to your room. You close the door. Set, I'm actually surprised in your actions, to be honest with you, and how you're feeling about the situation. But I mean, Set, what would you like to do? As kind of the group, Amalia, Pippa, Cyrus, and Wendelin are kind of left looking at you, and Darwin's little body lies upon the table. Anything you want to do, Set, before we end?
You guys like bury people, or you guys like throw them overboard, or like what's you shoot them out of a cannon? Maybe that'd be pretty cool.
I'm gonna give him a burial.
I think Cyrus doesn't say anything. Besides, he just picks up his body and he starts to walk towards maybe like I think he just starts to walk towards like the top deck because just pretty sure there's some supplies to like wrap him up and probably bury him when we land.
All right, so you end up taking him upstairs. Hallman, the last thing we'll see for the night is that Cyrus seemingly takes Darwin's little body upstairs to try to put him or prepare him in some way on the top deck to when you guys land, maybe. There'll be an opportunity to bury him. But Hallman, you definitely see that Cyrus comes up the stairs carrying Darwin's dead body. So let's see what Hallman has to say about it before the night ends.
Okay, so he was having like a personal existential crisis while all this was happening. And now there's a dead body. So like does Cyrus like fill me in on what happened?
Yeah, it's just kind of just like I guess he just gives you like a quick like I came out my room, he was just mangled, and he just assumes it was Grimaldi, and now Clive put him out of his misery.
Jesus Christ, dude.
What are you doing up here, though?
Oh, don't worry about it. I help him look for supplies.
So all right, so you guys managed to just to expedite this, you managed to find some like a nice like kind of some rope and some cloth that happens to be on the ship. You wrap up Darwin's little body, and you manage to get him covered in this little wrap. You kind of then look um, at his little body on the ship as he's completely wrapped up and ready to be buried. You kind of remember the small moments you had with him, specifically Cyrus. You saved Darwin once before from death. He was the one that was on the ship that was pretty mangled, and you'd help put him back together. And he was really thankful for you for helping saving him. So, as you look down, Cyrus, you remember that moment in time. Hallman, you remember the small moments where you were on the ship with Darwin. A couple times you've seen him walk around following set, cleaning up the kitchen. But you do wrap him up. Sakura, you're back in your room thinking about the last moments that you had. You were kind of the last one to have an interaction with Darwin, which unfortunately wasn't great. And his last moments were life were a little bit chaotic because of you, Sakura. And you tried to bring him back to life. You did the best that you can. But unfortunately, Sakura, it did not help this time. And it goes to show you that even your powerful magic and even the ability you have to revivify and bring somebody back from the dead and heal them completely, Sakura, it does not matter. Sometimes even being back from the dead is not what is right. And sometimes trying to save somebody all the time is not always what's right. And sometimes, Sakura, when you save somebody, it doesn't always work. You thought that you were saving him does not mean you can mend a broken neck that has been snapped in half. Cure wounds can do so much, but doesn't do everything. And Sakura, you've started to learn these things as time has gone on. You've had to ask for help. You fucked up, Sakura. You keep doing these things that are stupid. You keep going to a room to run away. You keep doing these things that it's like, why? Why are you doing these things? And Sakura, I think in this moment in time, it's now led to some situation that you cannot crawl back from. This little goblin is dead. And his last moments in life were actually pretty terrible. And it was because of you.
Not
And
entirely.
not entirely. Not entirely. But it's just something to think about. And Pippa and Amalia, you sit and look at the stains on the table. Gwendolyn as well. And then back in your room, Clive, to end the night. As you close the door, you see sitting on your bookcase in your room a very familiar smiling face, Clive. Oh no. Did you lose another friend?
Just you wait, Grimaldi. I'll be wiping that smile off your face.
You can wipe your ass all you want. But don't worry. Don't worry.
You really need to work on your jokes. They're getting old.
And I think you need to work on your timing because we're running out of time, Clive. Find these fucking stones already, okay? Kill the pink-haired one. She's useless. The longer we're with her, the longer these stones won't be found, the longer that these things will take time, and I want this universe to be destroyed like every other one you and me have fucking destroyed. So you find these stones, you kill the pink-haired one, and you get rid of the one working for the Allfather. Do you understand me? Or they will all die. I'll take all your friends, and then I'll find her, and I'll kill her in this reality too.
Clive just smiles. Good to know.
Find the fucking stones, Clive.
Oh,
and he disappeared.
On that.
You stare, Clive, into the dissipated smoke of white left in the room. And that's where we're going to end tonight's game, everybody. So thank you for tuning in this week to Spicy and Dicey. Next week, we will see what happens when you guys head down and return home to South Harmony. We'll be back next week to play some D&D! Gwendolyn, if you're there, wake up. Don't stay on the Discord. You got to get out of here. But anyway, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much, and rest in peace, Darwin.
R.I.P.
All right, everyone.